Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is June 17th, 2024. It's Monday morning after Father's Day. We had a fun Father's Day. Didn't do anything except play games. We played Uno Attack, we played Skyjo, we played Mario Party, Mario Kart. We just hung out all day. Oh, and we watched The Mitchells versus the Machines on Netflix. I would highly recommend that movie. It's actually kind of a scary movie. Like, if you look at what the premise of the movie is and the world we exist in today, it is a real possibility. And so watching that movie was fun, and we talked about calling it the Stevens versus the Machines, and how would we operate if something like that happened. So it's fun.
Take a slight right turn to merge onto I-80.
So we did all that and just hung out as a family, which was really nice, really relaxing. So, yeah, today should be a good day. Got a couple calls. I'm meeting with Jim Payne from Sonatrol later today. Part of the whole system I've designed includes like a home security check, and I'm wondering if there may be some relationship that I can establish between Sonatrol and TML to support both companies on the same leads. You never know. But be talking to him and see how it all goes. So that's a quick update for the morning. I'm sure I'll be back throughout the day. Hope you all have a great day. Look at that difference, man. Wow. I think one of the most important skills an entrepreneur can have is to be great at failing. Because that is, if you get into entrepreneurship, the guarantee is you will fail more than you succeed. You don't have to succeed 100% of the time to win. And that's what a lot of people don't get.
Kind of oversaturated it, but I love playing with filters.
Okay.
So I was in a plane and I was looking at a sunset somewhere over Colorado, and there are some lakes right in here.
Cool.
Now, when you take a picture out of a plane window, it sucks.
Right.
It sucks big time.
Yep.
But it may have something that you can work with.
Right.
And that's what I did. I call this above the clouds.
Oh my God.
Because you're looking at a sunset from a plane window with all those clouds. And I think it was somewhere over Colorado.
That is gorgeous.
And I love filters. You know, when I was in
Yeah.
photography school, the only filter we could do is put in a stocking over our lens, right?
Right.
We didn't have filters. I mean, there were some filters.
Right.
But you had to put them on your lens. It wasn't post-production. Right?
Gotcha.
Now the post-production just has me going nuts and nuts. So, London, of course.
And
France somewhere. And I threw the color in on these because I thought it was fun. You know?
yeah.
Paris, of course. I I'd been up in there. The lights hadn't turned on yet. I'm getting in a taxi, and I go, oh, the lights came on. Stop. So right out the car window. Yeah.
That's
somewhere else
gorgeous.
In France, and somewhere else in France.
And these are all just iPhone photos?
Oh, no, not these.
Okay.
These are several years old. But
Okay.
in the last, I don't know, 5 years or so, my iPhone does better than my $5,000 camera did. Okay, and then down here.
Isn't it crazy how technology moves?
You've been in Idaho long?
Yeah.
All your life?
All my life.
All right, then you know that. Tell me where that is. You'll know that.
See. Is that the Sawtooth?
You're close. That's Galena Summit.
Galena Summit.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
And this is, you know, you can do anything you want with weather.
Yeah.
And I just spent 3 weeks traveling around on my drizzle drive through Oregon. But
Drizzle drive.
Certain weather is interesting.
Yeah.
Fog is interesting. Big fluffy clouds are interesting. Rain, not so much. Anyway, that's Vermont.
Okay.
And this is, you've been to this place?
Is that
Wonderful place.
Utah? Is
I'm on the border.
On the border.
Yeah,
okay.
that's Monument Valley.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, that was the first time I went there. I've been there 3 times because I love it. The third time I went, I stayed in a cabin for 2 nights, and I had my camera out on the porch, and I did, I tried to do like galactic photography. But
My God.
I'm not very good at it. Anyway, that's my stuff.
Okay.
That's my stuff.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing
And
that.
there's so much more on the website because, you know,
And
once you set the website up,
right.
you don't need to spend the money to print them.
Right. And that website was PegOwens.com.
Right there, so you can go look at that.
Right? So here is.
Love traveling there. I haven't traveled as much as I would like to, but.
All right, so it's PegOwens.site. If you would like to see any of Peg's other artwork, which she has some amazing art on here. Awesome photographer. So go check out Peg's stuff.
Signals intelligence analyst.
Okay.
Right? Analyze signals intelligence. Top
Right.
secret stuff, right? Are you?
Yep.
Did you start, oh, okay.
So
you're
I
quick.
just started it. So
I was gonna say,
to bring everybody up to speed, just real
so
quick.
for parts, right? So
Yeah.
for parts, everything is stored on your disk. They would call
Right.
it your disk drive. And your operating system, your programs, your pictures, your documents. This is an old school type of thing. It's called a hard drive. It's magnetic storage. So you have a platter with a needle. This is kind of broken, but it works like a record player. In
Right.
a little metal box.
Yeah.
So in order to find the data to load it into your system, it has to go and find it on this kind of mechanical contraption, right? Magnetic.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it reads whether a certain little part that you can't even see, because it's like Microsoft, is magnetized or demagnetized, equates to a 1 or a 0, which is binary code. So it takes that, loads it into RAM. That's your random access memory. Operates a whole lot faster. Once the data comes from here into there, everything usually works smooth, right? But these, they're so slow they just can't keep up anymore. Your fastest hard drive is about 10 times slower read-write speed than your slowest solid-state drive. So a solid-state drive is like
Wow.
It's more like a chip. This is, and again, it's more like this. It's going to be a board. This is a small version of it, but you can see how they're kind of the same size same connections even.
Yeah.
And it's all stored on a chip.
Okay.
Way faster. I mean, it's just like it's going from like a record player to an MP3 player as far
Right.
as accessing music.
Because this has mechanical functions
Correct.
that you have to wait for those functions to take
Yeah,
place.
just slower where that's digital.
Okay.
So that in and of itself is really going to speed stuff up. That's usually the bottleneck in the system.
Yeah.
Usually. I mean, it's also possible that your machine might have not come with enough memory. Or your RAM. You know, let's say it came with 4 gigs or even in this day and age, 8 gigabytes of RAM on a Windows 11 machine. I've seen like Windows 11 machine, while it's not doing anything at all, it'll take about 5 to 6 gigabytes of RAM, which 8 used to be like, I mean, going way back, you know, we've always had to add more RAM. So it could be more RAM, or it could be RAM, but by what you said, I'm betting hard drive or solid state drive. So what I do is I would clone your hard drive so you don't really lose anything. It's exact. Clone the hard drive to a solid state drive, and just replace it. You don't really lose anything. It looks the same as far as like on your, you know,
computer and whatever.
It just runs a whole lot faster. It'll boot fast. Programs will load fast. If it does need RAM on a laptop, it's again an easy change out. It's just a matter of putting in a bigger chip or another chip, which I have all that stuff on hand. So either way, it's probably just an upgrade. You know, highly unlikely, although possible, that you would have like a virus or something on there that's just running like crazy on it. So, and that would affect like your CPU, your central processing unit speed, because the virus would be, you know, using all of that, all the calculations, and really slow it down. But almost always these days, what I've been seeing are, you know, stuff like that. But anyway, I would just take a look at it, analyze it, and see what it needs, and then I would quote you as to what needs done.
Repair costs or whatever.
Yeah.
And is it so something like that? Is it something I should bring the laptop here or invite you out to my house?
However you like, whatever works better for you. You figure, you know, like more than likely, if I went out there and it needed
something
clone and all, I'm probably
you're
taking
gonna
it back.
Bring it back
here,
anyway.
Well, because the cloning process can take hours. So it's like you don't want me just
hanging out.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I do that here. I would, you know, I'd like hook it up.
Yep.
Like here's kind of the layout. You know, I take one drive and another drive, clone one to one, and then So,
okay.
Cool. I have a whole bunch of there's different types of solid state drives. Like these are what we're talking about, like your 2.5-inch kind, but they are becoming less and less used nowadays as they're moving towards these guys, newer machines. And in fact, I would say your laptop almost assuredly is going to have what we call an M.2 slot.
Okay.
And if it does, what we can do is set you up with a type of thing, and again, you don't know until you really look at it, but like what we've got here is an older hard drive for backup and mass storage stuff, because these things are still great for saving pictures and documents and stuff like that. It's just slower access speed, but you don't need that. It's fine with data or for backups also. And then you have your solid state drive installed in there that has all the other stuff on it, you know, so it'll pop up really quick. These are your memory modules, the RAM. So I mean, again, that's really easy to just pop out and install larger ones. But since you've only had it 6 months, I mean, it could be some combination of the two. And again, there's always a chance that you got a virus on it or something, and it's causing your CPU's under there. So it could be doing
who knows what.
But just by looking at it really quick, I can figure that out and get you quoted on it.
Okay. Do you have a business card?
They're my old cards, but they still have. In other words, the address is wrong. But phone number's still right.
All right.
Phone number's still right, and I do still have Boise Computer Store as a registered name, but I in 2017 actually, because I started kind of prepping this. I told you kind of that I started prepping going this way, so I have Boise Computer Repair, which is really what I'm going by, but the website's still the same, Boise Computer Store.
Perfect. All right. And hey, anybody who needs computer help, especially if you're in Boise, give Steve a call with Boise Computer Store or Computer Repair now.
Boise computer repair, voice computer store. So yeah, it just depends on how you look at it. But,
Right.
yeah.
All right. All right. Good afternoon, everybody. It is 4:21. Mountain Time on June 17th, 2024. Just got done with an interview with Sonatrol Pacific. That went really well. Seemed like an awesome opportunity, and so luckily I know the president CEO because he was in Sandler training. So I trained his company, and I knew a lot of the people there. So it's helpful to build these bridges throughout time. But yeah, it is good conversation. Seems like a great opportunity. It is base plus commission, which is perfect. And I think it'd be a great fit for what I'm looking for. So I should hear back by Monday. He said if I don't hear from him by Monday, to give him a call. So that's cool. Looking forward to seeing where that goes, and it's always fun interviewing, getting to share my story, who I am. Yeah. Overall, it was really good. So, I just wanted to update y'all. I'm gonna go home and work on running the blog and applying for other jobs and seeing what I can find. Seeing what jumps out at me. So, anyways, have a great day.